Hello everybody, Tiniestofchibis here, and we're back. Hold up. Let me set my timer real quick. There it is. Oop. I'm debating if I should take out Lumi. Because we're about to do a mission right now that I really don't want to do. Should I have Lisa? Yeah, but team fight a boss isn't really well developed right now. But I would have two shield characters, which is always good. I probably need to get... I'm debating if I should get rid of Lumi. Get rid of Lumi, because there's really nothing she can do right now.
I'm taking the stage.
Should I just put Lisa back on and then switch?
Here, let me help you.
I won't... Frick it. Where the frick is she? There
I'm taking the stage.
Alright. Shush. Okay. So let's see how this works. I don't want to do this. Not at all. Like, I'm scared. I honestly am. But, you know. I mean, I beat Child all the time naturally on my main account. But I remember, like, it took me quite a bit to figure out how to fight him.
The golden house? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh?
They were.
What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick, we have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
More, like, I don't like this. Can I, before I go do that, I gotta jump through the money. Check. Can I not get out? Alright, there's only certain places you can jump out of the money pit. I'm pretty sure there's treasure in here. I think. So, I'm just gonna... Like, honestly, I mean, since this is a game, I feel like they should allow us to take some money. I mean, it's not like it's gonna kill the freaking thing, and, you know. Is there a treasure chest? I feel like there should be a treasure chest in here somewhere. I would just kind of stuff some more in my pockets, I would. If I could. Unfortunately. Like, because video game logic says I should be able to stuff every single thing in my pocket if I could. But it won't let me, because they're stinky heads. But whatever. Alright.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Respondo number 3.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the more immense, hiding away the exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
He is.
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
I want to say something, but I'm like, I don't think I can say that.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Just gonna make sure you stay here in this area for me. Oh, wrong one. Can you not be rude and do that? I need you to stay in one area for me, my dude.
Freeze!
Gotta keep an eye on, like, my shields.
Leave it all to me.
Because,
Cool it!
like, unlike with Zhongli, where I can just be like, frick everything, you know, whatever.
Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Let it rain.
Damn it! Child, can you not move? Rude.
Don't get frostbite.
Ugh, very rude. I want to say something again, but I'm like, I'm not going to say it and jinx myself like a dumbass. Alright. Here's the next part.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
The effect doesn't seem as, you know, dramatic when you have to use that.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you!
Technically, like, what we're hearing right now is, like, besides the humming and stuff, would be kind of what you would probably should hear. Besides, like, in your life. Well, there would also be loud crashing and stuff like that, too, but... Alright.
What's
Stage
you
number
got
3.
to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
Oh.
Take it?
No wonder why I wasn't, like... I was trying to do fucking Kion's thing, but I realized I wasn't Kion, so no wonder it wasn't happening. And shit, I was like, where's this thing?
As a good knight should. I must leave no stone
I have to,
unturned.
like, keep an eye on my thing and not... Like, I don't want to use it for last minute, but at the same time, I have to be careful what I'm doing.
Someone needs assistance.
Cool it!
Get him! Bet you can't keep up with me!
He can be taken long range. So. Just gotta know what you're doing. Amber, please. Shit.
Die.
I'll race you there!
Fuck.
No escape!
Really, child? You're gonna do that to me, bastard?
Dodge this!
I'll catch up.
Oh crap, he's gonna do the freaking well. Yeah, there it is. Can you please stop running, you jerk?
Pyrotechnics!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Nope. There we go. I wasn't going to take that. I was like, no. Okay, cool. Cool beanies. That was not that bad compared to the first time I fought him, so yay.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Well,
unfortunately,
Ajax is
I
weird.
must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils and permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Childe is so hot. He's like the bad boy type. Like, I like him, but like, I like to observe him, not actually, you know. He's not like, I want to be with him type. He's like, ooh, you're pretty. I'm talking during this very important cutscene.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more?
I'll mute it.
If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh?
Cutscene.
He's already gone.
Yeah.
That guy is fast.
Childe is very fast.
What's going on?
The Jade thingy. Jade chamber is traveling. It's like a boat. It's all dramatic. Ugh, I don't think I ever liked this part either. Crap. We've got less than 6 minutes, or actually 5:30. But let's see how far we can get through this. But after this will be the end of the this quest. So I can then.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle.
Oh, duh.
Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So
Shout,
will the
remember
power
it.
of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
Paimon.
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
We're gonna fight a bunch of Fatuis. And
Yep.
Ningguang was probably going to be a 5-star, but they wanted Zhongli to be the first Geo 5-star, so she got demoted to a 4-star.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
I'm going to mute this.
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista.
Alright,
Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
where are they?
All able Millilith, with me!
They're there. I was like, where the fuck?
We Adepti have not faced a god in several
Okay, no, handle water dude here first.
Let one see what you're made of then. What strength
Because he's the one that's gonna give me issues first. Okay, did I already kill him? That was... I'm not going to look at my... count my chickens before they hatch. Gosh dang it, it's these. I hate these guys. They suck. Alright, and then now you guys.
Dodge this.
Oh. This is essentially protect the shenanigans because... whatever. Can y'all not, please? Get rid of this guy first.
stone.
Just do this. Who's next? What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Careful not to get hit. Oh. I like how I was just like, I just read it and then I got hit. Oh.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
Alright.
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward.
Can you not?
Every last one.
My thing is going off. So, but I can't leave quite yet. Because, well,
Don't push your luck.
you know.
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many Fatui too!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Trying to keep an eye on this shit, but I'm like, huh?
Don't lose heart. Here,
Don't lose
take
heart.
this.
Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Cars! Wow, it's Madame
Oh,
Ping's
it's strong.
shockwave!
It's really strong.
This granny's really strong!
You guys not.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Just kind of trying to kill these dudes. Wait. There we go. I knew there was somebody up.
Dodge this.
Can you not, please? I need you to not do that. Alright. Someone has a 77, so probably this one over here.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you
Blood
against
girl,
evil.
that guy.
Cast your fear of
Evil
injury by the
pest
wayside
injuries.
and fight with all your might.
She did in the
I
Archon
too
War.
did this during the Archon War.
So
I'm
this
supposed
is
to
what
look on you
Ganya's like in a fight!
Spikes in a fight. You really don't see the others.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Just kind of trying to look at them. Try not to die. But
What's the hurry?
there's nothing here though. I fought them off already. I can't exactly climb up there, so I'm just trying not to get hit.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
Alright.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once
to
you've
do some
adapted,
okay,
try to
so
use
no,
them in battle.
they've already given me the healings, so I don't gotta worry about that shit. Like, the alarm's going off,
Oh,
but
so sorry. Cool it.
I'll just let this episode run a little long because there's nothing I can really do about it since we're in the middle of the thing. And
Dodge this.
I feel like it would I just have to run down the time, honestly. And
Freeze.
make sure they don't destroy anything too much. I don't know if anybody would want to
Exercise
continue this
caution.
shit.
I fear that the god's
If,
power has reached its
you know,
peak. In
so I'm
other
kind
words,
of in the state
if
of
we
like,
hold
I
here,
don't
there's
know,
nothing worse to come, right?
you know? So I'll just kind of do what I can at the moment. I'm trying to get everything done. Can you not, please?
Freeze.
I need you to not do stupid things.
No escape.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I keep trying to figure out where I'm going sometimes.
Cool it.
There's too much lights. You can't see nothing.
What's the hurry?
Can you not, please? I need you to not do that. Thank you. Just kind of get rid of them. Trying to keep... What is only at 30%? It's bullcrap. That's...
What's the... Don't get frostbite.
Alright. I just need it to last.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fatui's numbers are
Fight on,
thinning.
comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Look at that. They're shooting him. Okay, so now it's 10 seconds.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Turn this down a little bit. Yeah, this episode's probably gonna be a little long. That or I'm gonna find a spot until where I can actually feel comfortable pausing it.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Everyone's panicking. And they're saving... All the Adepti were saving people.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed.
You know,
Without
they
its
would be
covering
cute
fire,
together.
retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Some people theorize that the reason why they were able to escape is because of Paimon. But I don't know. Or some person. I have to look up the theory or whatever. I miss my long nails. Now I'm short-nailed again. Makes me sad. It'll probably be a few weeks before my nails are back to long.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all the same, yeah. We're on the same. Wait, we are all on the same side here. There we go. Oh, would help if I pushed the right button.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there is discord between guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh,
we are moody.
Okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
7, they're trying.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
This is gonna be a long episode, isn't it?
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
You can say that again.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Childe wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too?
Okay.
Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Before we, since this is actually the best probably time for me to do it, we're gonna end this episode here, and then we're gonna go. We'll be continuing it back when we get to there. But for now, Tiniestofchibis is signing out.